My name is Cheems. This is my 7998th loop. In this unimportant loop, I'm facing what might be the most important choice of my life. That is, escaping loop.
Cheems, I'm here. Where did you go?
I went out. For a walk.
A walk? Just come back early after your walk. Baxter is almost here.
Yeah, I know.
I need you to protect us to survive a loop. After that, you'll be able to escape the loop.
After that day, another 29 loops passed. And in the next loop, we might be about to put an end to all of this. How to keep Baxter alive is a question I've pondered for dozens of loops, so by the time I started trying to solve it again, my plan was already basically complete. Up to now, Baxter's deaths have come from only two sources: assassination by people, or accidents involving objects, like nuclear bombs or plane crashes. The only unusual death was the time he entered the giant screen, but based on our three-way discussion and Lucy's recollection of what happened, we concluded that Baxter most likely died from blood loss that time. No other factor was involved. And across those hundreds of deaths we observed, we first confirmed a crucial premise. That is, Baxter's death doesn't involve anything supernatural. The assassins use conventional weapons like guns and knives to kill Baxter, and plane crashes and nuclear strikes are all events that can happen in reality. Baxter isn't killed by magic, curses, or any other phenomenon we can't understand. And this gave us a lot of confidence. Since all the assassination methods follow real-world rules, we could definitely find a solution through repeated loops. The first problem we wanted to solve was the assassins. This was also the most common cause of Baxter's death. Lucy and I aren't superhumans. Even with the experience of looping, it's hard for two people to take down a never-ending stream of assassins. And at that moment, I suddenly thought of a special experience. In the loop where we summoned the giant screen, Baxter and I encountered very few assassins. By nearly 8 in the evening, only 7 people had come for Baxter. Although we didn't understand the principle, we immediately thought that the existence of the giant screen might reduce the number of assassins. So we began to try to summon the giant screen. After some effort, we found that the giant screen could still be summoned. But the number of assassins coming for Baxter did not decrease. Since it wasn't the giant screen, there must be another reason. As we carefully recalled what happened in that loop, we noticed something different from other loops. In that cycle, Baxter encountered the assassin and was seriously injured. After being hit by a nuclear bomb, Lucy and I confirmed that only the loops where we entered the bunker would suffer a nuclear strike. In previous loops, even at the same time point, we wouldn't encounter a nuclear bomb. At that time, I didn't understand the reason behind it, but now, when I connect these two clues, everything finally makes sense. That is, the assassinations Baxter faces are dynamically adjusted based on his condition. To put it more simply, the harder it is to kill Baxter, the stronger the assassination attempts become. For example, after we entered the bunker, since the assassins couldn't get in, a nuclear strike would occur. And when Baxter was injured, because his condition was so poor, the number of assassins would decrease significantly. And with that, an idea I've had for a long time can finally be put into action. That is, exploiting the time difference. Lucy.
Cheems.
Where's Baxter?
He took Amy out to get something to eat.
Can't you just let me go by it? If something happens to him, it'll have to be delayed for another cycle.
Don't worry, Baxter can handle the assassins before 6 in the evening on his own now.
Alright, then we'll wait for him to come back.
A high-rise apartment. That must cost tens of millions. Where did you get the money?
After that, Besides researching how to keep Baxter alive, I've also been thinking about something. That is, my memory issue. One confirmed fact is that I have amnesia. I can't remember when I bought this house, and I can't be sure whether that image is real or not. And after I met Baxter, I told him about my situation. In short, that's about it. I probably also lost some memories like you did. Do you know anything about this?
I don't know about your past. Why do you think I would know something?
Because until now, I never realized I had amnesia. Even when I heard what the officer said before, I never gave it a thought. But ever since I fainted in the last loop, my head has started to hurt for no reason, and those images have appeared. I think it's very likely related to your light orb.
I'm not sure, Cheems. The light orb should only work on me.
But
However, Cheems, I think what I can confirm to you is, after you escape the loop, you will find your true memories.
Baxter's words were very vague, and no matter how I asked, I couldn't get any further information out of him. But I wasn't willing to just let it go. So, I asked Alex and Ben a few more times. After that, I went to the police department's database to look up information about the house and the funding, but all to no avail. There were just too few clues. After all, amnesia means there's no intelligence to analyze. However, there were still two noteworthy points from the limited clues.
A week ago, you received an unknown sponsorship and bought a house and a car in the city center.
You coward! A coward who surrendered to Macri.
Surrender. Funding. There must be something wrong here. But I really can't figure out the connection. And every time I think carefully, my head starts to hurt for no reason. Do I have to wait until the loop ends to know everything? But hi. What are you doing?
Going through my memories from these thousands of loops again.
Can you remember everything?
Of course.
That's quite exaggerated. Now I can only remember about 1/5 of it.
You can't calculate it like that. Didn't you have 3,000 loops where you were slacking off? If you subtract those, the valuable memories you can recall are probably 1/3.
Unfortunately, most of the loops I remember are those worthless 3,000 loops. And who says those loops are worthless? I think those loops were quite fun.
I didn't notice. Speaking of which, I actually followed you a few times before I came to find you.
Followed me?
Yes, because I wanted to see what you're like now. I thought with your abilities, you'd notice me soon, but I didn't expect that you'd just lie in the bar drinking every day. And when you got excited, you'd take off your clothes and sing and dance.
Enough, enough. You're right, that was indeed worthless, so stop talking about it. But don't you doubt that I'm not reliable now?
Never.
Why?
Because I trust you.
Don't worry. I believe she can definitely do it.
You trust her a lot.
It seems we're the same.
However, Cheems, I think it would be good for you to review it in your mind too, to make it more vivid.
Why?
Maybe it will be useful after we get out.
Is that so? What will we become after we get out?
Cheems.
It seems they're back.
Yes.
Sorry, Amy just said she wanted to get something to eat, so I took her.
It's okay.
This is Brother Cheems and Sister Lucy.
Hello, brother and sister. Dad, why are we here?
Dad has some things to talk with them. How about letting Sister take you upstairs to take a nap first? Dad will come find you later.
Okay.
Then, let's go.
In these dozens of loops, Baxter has been with us, looking for ways to keep himself alive. But apart from that, there's something he does in every loop. That is, to save Amy. After actually interacting with him for a while, I realized just how extraordinary his learning ability is. With a complex firearm like a sniper rifle, he only needed 2 or 3 loops to become a crack shot. He memorized all the gun locations and intelligence after just one mention, and it seems he used to work in scientific research and information technology, and in this area, he has even surpassed Lucy, who can hack into banks. His only disadvantage is his relatively poor combat skills. But that's just because he hasn't been a looper for long. If given a few more loops, I'm afraid Lucy and I would be wiped out without a trace. Baxter is not a difficult person to get along with. The more we interacted with him, the more familiar we became. If I were to make a simple analysis of his personality, I'd say he's rational, cautious, and calm. And there's one key, yet most annoying trait: he's a riddler. During the time he became a looper, we asked him many crucial questions. For example, whether he had regained his memory, why he entered loop, what the giant screen and the light orb were about, what he knew, what had happened before, and that most critical question: why did he say that if we keep him alive through a loop, we could escape? But for our questions, he never gave us a straightforward answer. Instead, he chose to remain silent. I don't think he has an obligation to share everything he knows with us, but since we all have the same goal, he should at least share some basic information with us. So in one loop, Lucy and I couldn't take it anymore. Baxter, if you really want to live, can you just tell us the truth? Stop hiding things. Only that one time, he answered us seriously.
I'm not answering you not because I don't want to, but because you can't know those things.
Why can't we know?
It's to protect you. You're not like me. In every sense.
I can't figure out exactly where we differ, nor do I understand why we need his protection. But his attitude is so firm that we have no choice but to give up questioning him. However, a doubt in my heart is growing bigger and bigger. Can he really be trusted?
Amy, you should take a nap first. Your dad will come find you later.
Sister, how did you and Dad meet? I've never seen you guys before.
We're kind of his bodyguards.
Bodyguards? Sister, are you really good at fighting?
Well, I'm pretty good.
That's amazing. Can you teach me how to fight? I want to protect Dad too.
Sure. If we get the chance.
Sister?
You have to sleep well and be a good girl, or I won't teach you.
Okay.
Why do I feel like she's familiar? Amy's asleep.
It's always a hassle for you. Amy seems to listen to you a bit more. If I go, she'll probably fuss for another 10 or 15 minutes.
It's okay, I kind of like her. Then, let's get started. The reason I called everyone here early this morning is probably clear to you all. After these 30 or so loops, I believe we have made ample preparations and contingency plans for all the prerequisites and details of the Baxter survival plan. Then, as we agreed before, in the next loop, we will make the formal attempt. Does anyone have any objections?
I have no problem.
How about Cheems?
I have no objections.
Then, let's start our final strategy meeting. That's about it. The overall framework is still what we've been doing all along. I've just made a few minor adjustments to the details. Does anyone have any questions?
It's a perfect plan, Lucy.
Then, that's it for today. Since there's so much to do in the next loop, let's take a break in this loop and let our brains rest.
Amy, wake up.
Dad? You guys talked for so long.
Come on, I'll take you to get something to eat, and then we'll go to the amusement park.
Amusement park, yay!
You seem to take Amy to the amusement park every time you have a break.
After all, that's where she wants to go the most. And this is the last thing I can do for her.
Why is it the last? If we can escape the loop, wouldn't there still be a chance?
Ha. You're right. So, Amy and I will head out first.
Baxter, I have one last question for you. As long as you survive, we will definitely all escape the loop, right?
Yes.
I understand.
See you in the next loop.
Then, it's just us.
Yeah. You should go back and rest quickly, there's a lot to do in the next loop.
Cheems. Want to go out and have some fun together? Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we met at the start of our second loop.
4,000 times already. So, it seems like it's about to end. If the plan for the next loop goes smoothly, we'll leave the loop.
That's bad.
What?
By saying it like that, you've already set the flag. The plan is definitely going to fail.
Well, is that so? Then I better not say it. So, have you made up your mind?
What?
Escaping the loop.
I promised I'd help you escape the loop.
No, I'm not asking if you're willing to help me. I'm asking what you think. Do you want to escape the loop? According to what Baxter has said, if the plan succeeds, you'll leave the loop too.
To be honest, I don't trust Baxter that much. You know his attitude, always speaking in vague terms.
What if it's true?
We've talked about this a lot.
So, what's your answer now?
Lucy, I've told you before why I don't want to escape the loop. The loop saved me. It freed me from a miserable life. It brought me so many beautiful possibilities. It still does, even now. But lately, I'm not as firm in my belief as I used to be. Didn't you ask me before why I didn't tell you about the giant screen? I'll answer you now. The giant screen is clearly something beyond the understanding of the real world. If the giant screen really exists, then is this world still the real world? And if this world is fake, then is the happiness and joy I've always had real? So all along, I've been avoiding this issue. I pretended I didn't know, pretended I forgot about it. Until I met Baxter. The giant screen, the light orb, the assassinations, and my amnesia. Too many unreasonable things have happened in loop. Now, I can't convince myself anymore that this is a normal, beautiful world. So, I don't know what to do. Actually, I envy you, Lucy.
Envy me?
From the moment I met you until now, your conviction has always been so unwavering, without a hint of doubt. Unlike me, I'm being pulled back and forth and can't even figure out what I truly want anymore.
Do you regret it?
Regret what?
Regret meeting me. If I hadn't appeared in the loop, you probably wouldn't have found Baxter, and none of the subsequent events would have happened. You wouldn't have this tormenting feeling, right? Maybe without me, you really could have lived happily in the loop forever, just as you said.
I don't regret it.
Why not?
Because the time I spent with you was the happiest. After saying all this, I was just venting. Let's go, it's time to head back. There's still a lot to do in the next loop. Reddit.
Cheems. Let's stay in the loop.
Huh? What did you say?
If you haven't decided whether to escape the loop yet, maybe there's no need to rush. We can try when you're ready.
But haven't you always wanted to escape the loop as soon as possible?
I do want to escape the loop, but I also want to wait for you to make up your mind. Not to do something you don't want to do, like now.
It's not that I don't want to do it. What about Baxter? What about him?
Well, let him die a few more times. He should be used to it by now. He's always so mysterious. I think he's a bit annoyed too.
What's this? What if I never make up my mind?
Then I'll keep waiting. No matter how long it takes, I'll wait for you.
Lucy, you don't seem like yourself.
As you said, people always change.
Why?
Cheems. Do you know when I was most desperate in the loop?
You've ever been desperate?
Actually, I'm not as resolute as you think. After investigating that doctor's incident, I suddenly realized that the loop is just too vast. I had no direction or goal. If I kept trying one event at a time, I might really never be able to leave the loop. My state was worse than what you saw. I despised the loop, despised the repetition of everything, and was almost on the brink of a breakdown. But you told me.
No matter what, only by understanding everything that happens in the loop can we possibly escape it, right? If you keep feeling down, you might never escape the loop.
It was just such a simple sentence that gave me the courage to face all of this again. So, Cheems, I want to give you courage too. I know you're afraid of the unknown outside the loop, afraid of losing those beautiful possibilities, afraid of facing a possibly miserable life. But I promise you, no matter what choice you make, I'll be with you. I won't leave you again, I promise.
You've left once already.
Then I won't leave you again, Cheems. Forever.
Forever?
Forever.
Then, it's time to end it. Let's go. We're going to escape the loop.